it's normally stories that come with that. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry, sometimes you just remember some good shit. Welcome to the Bottom of the Bottom podcast.
People, it's your boy Jay Walker the third, along with Carolina Dirt 803. About to bring him in just a second. Sorry about that. How y'all doing this wonderful Wednesday, this hump day? 2 more days to the weekend, man. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. How you feeling today, bro?
Man, it's the hump day. Happy on tap in, man. This is something regular I look forward to every Wednesday. I know Fridays and Saturdays we kind of switch it up, but every Wednesday we already know what it is.
Yeah, just like that. Man, we were supposed to have a guest today, Mr. Travis Lincoln, go by TLink. Really funny comedian from the Low Country, very established. Been on the road with the likes of Don D.C. Curry, Coco Brown. He making the rounds, man. A really funny dude. We had some scheduling conflict, it looks like, and he wasn't able to join us at this time. If he does pull up, we'll bring him in, and we'll have fun with that type shit.
Most definitely.
All right. Miss Opinionated, yeah, that's me in the chat. What's happening with you? We'll go ahead and get started, man. We do what we always do. We do a first call, man. Oh man, first call. Stomach is bubbling. Would you rather go to the bathroom at a gas station or just somewhere?
Man, neither one. I'll go. Man, I hold that thing till I start shaking and convulsing. Well, I done did it before. I done had to ride up on the front yard. But I'll try my damn. It depends now. You know, them love gas stations, TQ gas, they a little cleaner than the rest of them, but it's still damn gas
I have been in some nightmare motherfucking public restrooms, bro.
Yeah. You always know it's a dirty one if they still got the condom dispensers.
There you go. Dang, look, it's over. If you walk in and see that, you can guarantee you it's some type of bodily fluid somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Hit by a fastball from a major league pitcher or hit by a hockey puck?
Damn, both of them shit's gonna hurt. I'll take the hockey puck just because there's a chance it might hit the pads. There's a chance.
Easier for you to do. Drink a 24 ounce of beer or drink 6 ounces of liquor straight.
6 ounces of liquor straight.
That's difficult, and that's a lot of drunk.
That's a lot. That is a lot of drunk.
Six ounces one time, cuz you gonna be drunk instantly.
Or drink how much beer?
Or 24 ounces of beer.
Yeah, I'll take the liquor, man. I'll be instantly drunk, but that should be over with. That damn beer, you remember back in my young days, I tried to fuck with the old man and try to shotgun beers. Man, that bloated feeling, that burp that don't want to come out, like that shit lasts.
But when it do come out, that shit is vainglorious.
Yeah, man. It's like that fart
shit,
that
that resets you. You'd be like, okay. Yeah. You saw Creed 3 yet?
Nah, not yet.
Okay. So
man, you already saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. We'll take it there, like for the franchise, because Rocky is a legendary franchise. It's been what, 5 installments, 6 installments?
6 if you count just the Rocky one, the last one.
How are you feeling about Creed's legacy so far?
As of right now, I don't think it's as monumental as Rocky as far as quotes in the movie, as far as digging yourself up from the bottom. Like Rocky was like that dude you literally see growing up.
Yeah.
Like that movie was so monumental. I remember we used to lift weights in high school. We used to listen to the soundtrack.
The soundtrack was so the score, meaning the instrumental shit playing behind the movie most of the time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how dope it was until I got older.
Like Rocky's one of those franchises that's like, it's hard when it comes to movies to beat. Because you got to think, the first one was dope. But when people start comparing the third one and the fourth one or the second one, when they start comparing them, all of them, that's when you know that shit good.
Yeah. I watched Creed 3 and it made me go back and watch the first Rocky. I watched Creed 3, then I watched Rockies 1, 2, and 3. Now, the Clubber Lane shit, I think they could have done more. But it was still good.
Oh yeah, definitely good.
Denzel, The Equalizer, or Denzel Man on Fire?
One is strategic. They both strategic. One is just built off emotion. So it all comes down to what I got to get done. I feel like Equalizer will try to talk me out of a situation. Like, I can kill this dude for you, but do you really want that? And I feel like Man on Fire is just going to kill him.
Yeah, once you tell him what it is, it's just what it is.
So I guess it really, if you look at the all around, I'll take the Equalizer. But if it's just on some who I call first,
Man
on Fire.
Clifford versus Clifford, because this is my final one. Method Man the actor or T.I. the actor?
Method Man the actor.
Method Man is killing shit right now, cuz.
He's getting. They talking about making him a black superhero. That's why he in the gym so much. I don't know if that's just a rumor, but they talking about giving him a superhero role.
I think he can command as far as him playing the lawyer, meaning he can kind of chill out and he actually develop the character and you start believe. Like, I believe the nigga a lawyer now. But that's my 5.
Your most important utensil in the kitchen.
Most important utensil in the kitchen.
Yeah, man.
Butter.
Butter ain't no utensil.
I'm fucking with you. Right now, it's a tie between the griddle and the air fryer, cuz like between them two things, I ain't really got to use no whole lot of pots, man, unless I want, rice, mashed potatoes, shit like that.
I don't know. That air fryer, that should do everything.
That's the cheat code.
I don't know. Side note, the air fryer or the New Wave?
They both do the same thing. The New Wave probably a little bit more gangster. I think there's some small air fryers out there. For the most part, the New Waves is pretty big. But yeah, they do the same thing.
All right. $600,000. What's your brand new house? You've drawn up the plans. What gets most of your money? The kitchen, the porch, the back, the yard itself, the garage, living room, the master bedroom. You got $600,000.
$600,000.
Yep.
I'm only gonna spend half of that. But I'm thinking we in the South, cuz we in the South and we don't see it a lot. I gotta have a basement. I would want
the other day.
I would want a basement, like underground, full bathroom, finished. As the boom boom room, or your man's room, whatever.
Me and Ed was together this weekend, and we saw a house that was kind of on the hill, and that's what we were talking about. He said he wanted his basement. That's who it was.
I would want a basement there, and then whether it get crazy and shit, you can go in the basement. You can still feel safe.
Yeah. Slapped or getting mushed.
Both of them gonna result in murder. If you ain't Brenda or James, I don't know that you can The mush is just completely disrespectful, man. But so is the slap.
But I would say the mush is worse. I feel like if you mush
A
somebody,
mush, you ain't never supposed to put your hands on nobody. Let me start by saying that. But a mush is what you do to an overly aggressive woman. Go on, man. A slap, even though they got competitions out here right now, which is fucking mind-blowing to me. I don't know who volunteers to get slapped. I mean, there's other ways to make money, cuz. And what do you do after you get slapped and knocked the fuck out? The mush is more disrespectful. Because that means I can beat the shit out you, but you're not even worth it.
Okay. Dope one. Have your own face on a dollar bill or have your own cryptocurrency itself?
Shit. Neither. The dollar bill is gone, man. There's less cash on the streets and it's visible. You know what I'm saying? When the stores start telling you they can't make change, bitch, you owe me 97 cents. Don't tell me you can't make change off of that. If it was 7 cents, you still owe me, but I can get over that. 97 cents, you owe me $1, bitch.
And that go both ways, male or female, bitch.
Right.
I guess my last one is 2 parts to it. The worst and best part of COVID, like the whole shutdown shit.
The best part of COVID is I saw people take action. Best part of COVID is I saw people's minds start working overtime and some dreams got accomplished that motherfuckers was just talking about. Worst part of COVID is they making it regular for us not to fuck with each other, for us not to interact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the worst part of COVID. Like, ever since COVID, like, honestly, you be looking at motherfuckers in your space different now. Where before you would acknowledge it but not say nothing, now you be like, bruh, back up off me.
I do that shit all the time, or I'll snatch my daughter up. Just because, kids don't be paying attention. They be looking at the candy and everything else when you in line. I be, get your little ass, hey, come here, bring your ass over here.
Right.
So,
right.
I agree with you. Like, I may take, take a couple steps forward or take a couple steps back. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I do that shit.
Motherfucker be looking at me like, are you in line? Yes, why y'all ain't making space?
Because you're not a single file, like you off to the side a little bit.
I'm off to the side a little bit.
Yeah.
You in line? Yeah. Yes, I am.
Yeah. Kiss my ass, so what?
Kiss my ass, so what?
Yeah. But yeah, I agree with you though. I realize there's more people doing that too, that they be aware of their surroundings in line. Some people, they don't care. They walk.
They don't give a fuck.
Like,
if I can hear you breathing, cuz you too close to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But also other shit. Well, that's first call?
Yeah, that's first call.
That's first call. I don't know whether to say allegedly or the rumor is we'll just put both of them in motion for the sake of what do you do, bro? You've been with your old lady for 6 years. Y'all got 2 kids. You got a homeboy, a best friend that been with you the whole fucking time. And you find out one of your kids may not be yours. Or both of them motherfuckers might belong to your best friend. You were supposed to cuss his ass out.
Oh,
he was supposed to get the fuck out of the line.
Yeah. to your story, somebody getting slapped and one getting bushed. Like, nah, I don't know. That's one of the things where depression is upon the horizon. Cause like you don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do, cause if that don't give you trust issues, and I ain't gonna out the gate be like women ain't shit, cause it's three parties. And both sides is being represented.
But that's your homeboy. That's worse than
your homeboy, cuz.
Yeah, that's worse than
You've been playing like you my best friend, cuz, and both of my kids is yours.
Yeah. What? So because of that, what's the worst part about that is like who do you confide in after that?
Hopefully,
like you said, your trust
hopefully you still got your parents. Hopefully you got a sibling. But you probably had a loss of friends, cause you don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like depression is on the horizon when it comes to that. You ain't got nobody to talk to. Of course, you can always talk to God, but sometimes you want to hear somebody else talk back.
This opinionated said DNA tests and body him and her ass, and that's the short answer. That's the sweet. Yes, you can do those things, but what the fuck wakes you up at night? What do you do when you try to, live your regular that shit? And then, like, there was an outburst from the lady that was like something to the effect of, "I appreciate all the attention, but y'all can get the fuck out of here," or "I like this type of shit, this type of energy." How toxic of a motherfucker do you have to be?
But if she that toxic, there had to be signs prior.
I'll do that.
So I was listening to who was it? I can't think of who I was talking. Oh, it was the 85 South show. Carlos. It was Carlos. And I can't remember who the big dude was. I've never heard of him before. And Jack Thriller. And they were talking about the compromise part. How much is worth compromise? So if she already had toxic tendencies, how much did he compromise to stay with her?
You thought you had kids, cuz.
Yeah.
So if one of them is and one of them isn't, you still kind of linked because they sisters and one of them is yours. If neither one of them yours, what about all that love you put out, man? This is based on, and this is alleged. I'm not trying to smear this man. I feel bad for him if it is true. Andrew Wiggins is a member of the Golden State Warriors, a world champion. He contributed to the championship, and he found out this season. He just stepped away from the game, and it made motherfuckers wonder. He wasn't hurt. There wasn't no dispute between management, and people was weirded out by the situation. And because of that, this story is what came to light. What the fuck, huh?
Yeah.
What kind of world we live in where you everybody is talking about, treating women better and a motherfucker hit you with a neutron bomb.
But that shows you money ain't gonna satisfy everybody. People be like, they want that chick that's all the other players and rappers everybody done been with, or they think money gonna keep a girl or keep a man. That obviously it don't. That's another example. It don't.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie, coming from a motherfucker with trust issues, I don't know that I could. One, I don't know that I could have kept quiet about it.
Oh, hell no.
Two, I don't know if I would have choked somebody to sleep.
Possibility.
Three, I don't know if I would have drunk enough liquor to drive into the ocean.
True.
Bruh, god damn.
And that's fucked up on the kids too.
They didn't deserve it. They didn't do shit.
They didn't do shit, man.
So all of a sudden, Uncle Bobby is Daddy Bobby.
Yeah.
Uncle Daddy.
Like I don't even know what to say on that shit. Like I saw everybody was talking about, but I never deep dived into what they were talking about. I just saw it and just kept going because there's always so much shit just popping up on social media and shit like that. I just didn't deep dive into it.
Bruh, whenever I found out the situation, and you know his teammates are behind him, like he's definitely the good guy. And can he rebuild his life? Absolutely. But that is traumatic.
That is traumatic. That's enough to go check yourself into somewhere.
And you know what I'm saying? Like that man had a flourishing professional basketball career, and it was enough for him to be like, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? All you do for a living, you make a great living playing a game, and you can't even do that shit.
You got to think what his game check might have been. Let's say 2.5 hour game. His game check might have been 70, 80 grand.
Right. Because he's definitely $100 million motherfucker.
Yeah. Shit, how you look at your other teammates? How you go to work? If you don't trust your homeboys, like how you go to work? How you go pay your bills at some of these places? Like how you look at other couples? Like that shit change your whole life.
I will say I think he got 3 sisters. Hey sis, yep. I'll bail you out. You touch that bitch up.
Yeah. Tie her up.
Bruh. I'm going to get you out.
I'm definitely getting you out. I'm getting you out and you got a bag waiting on you.
Holy shit. Matter of fact, I'm worth $100 million because I might get a motherfucker to beat on you every day of the week for a week.
Bruh. Yeah. I don't even think I want to knock you off. I just want to.
I want to beat you up every day.
Every day. Every day. I just want to walk. I want to tase you once a month. I just want to walk down the street and just hit you with the taser.
Just let me. Every time I see you, I want you to randomly get kicked in the nuts.
Yeah.
I want some petty shit to happen. Every time you touch a piece of paper, you get a paper cut.
Yeah, man.
I can't think of nothing petty enough, cause like I just, you immediately put yourself in a situation. HD,
so
what up, G?
What up? So what if you're one of his other friends? How do you handle that?
You know what's crazy? One of his other friends probably been like, I never trusted that nigga no way.
Or that me.
Or her.
Yeah. I don't call women bitches and hoes, but I ain't trust her ass in either. And somebody might have warned him, and he didn't. Cats, people fall in love, and if they ignoring the signs, they probably ain't listen to their friends neither.
What'd she say right there?
Well, I have a family member that went through that seriously. His wife got pregnant by his best friend. She ended up with the guy, and he later passed away. He committed self-extermination. Yeah, that's a strong word too.
I don't know, man. I mean, HD, man, I don't know if you heard what we've been talking about. I don't know how long you've been here, but I definitely want to hear your opinion. As a matter of fact, if you want to, you can jump in and I'll send you the link and you can jump on. But basically, Andrew Wiggins, Golden State Warrior forward, champion, all that shit. Allegedly, there's a rumor going around, and I'm using both of them, that his best friend and his baby mother of 6 years, his kids may not be kids, they may be his best friends. What kind of foolishness is that?
You blame that on social media too?
No, that's just dead ass wrong. Some shit just wrong.
Social media, it is,
Bruh,
but
some shit just wrong.
It is. I'm not condoning it. What I'm saying is, like, what we talked about the other day about family building, you don't see it on TV, you don't see it on social media, like stuff like that. It's promoting.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
It ain't.
Ain't no way. It's like I said, I feel for that man. Whatever he gotta do to get some peace on this earth is what he gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Jacqueline.
Miss Jacqueline, what's happening? Chime in here, man, because I don't think it's the first time that happened by any means. But
no.
On that scale of being a public figure, even in private, that shit sucks. Like, what if you from a small town and everybody know you?
Well, shit, his whole family.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, women, what would y'all do if that was your homegirl that did that to her man? That's a good question.
She ain't my homegirl. She ain't my homegirl. If she don't come to me after the first one and be like, look, I fucked up. She ain't my homegirl, cuz. Because why would you put me in that position?
Shit, I know you ain't trying to sleep with my man.
Or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? If the shoe was on the other foot.
Yeah. You gotta think how many times they hung out. That's his best friend. They probably went to the club together.
Birthdays. Vacations. Like you standing here kicking it with me, acting like you not fucking my old lady.
What movie was that on too? That was on a movie too. Like one of
well, the best man, he had fucked her in college. Yeah. That's the only one that I can think of right now. But I'm sure it's a whole host of Lifetime movies and shit where that's happened.
Miss Optimize, I know you say you're doing a lot of praying, but I don't
that's opinionated.
It's opinionated, I'm sorry. What I said?
Miss Optimize, he turned her into a transformer.
Oh yeah, damn. Opinionated, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that shit is mind-boggling. I got dyslexia quick.
Yes. That shit fuck up your taste buds, cause like I can't sleep. I can't for the next couple to few years, every memory you got is fucked. Every memory you got.
So if he start dogging women after that,
I mean, there's no reason to take any of your past discretions out on your future. Would it be understood?
But
absolutely. But he'll probably have so many sympathetic women, you know what I'm saying, that he can rebuild his life. He'll have a woman out there that'll truly love him.
But she might not get that because he might always be like, nah.
The last time I trusted a motherfucker, you, bruh. I don't know who I'm more mad at, cause like no. I'm definitely more mad at my homeboy because you could have just told me.
Yeah.
I would have been mad and I probably would have been like, man, fuck you. But it would have come down to like, wait a minute. Why would this dude lie to me? You know what I'm saying? We've been through A, B, C, D. Why would he lie to me?
But like you said, some people like toxic tendencies, and there's dudes that like toxic shit.
No, that's for sure.
What he probably said, man, I'll beat that nigga ass. Like that's probably what his homeboy said. Like that's like the crazy part.
That's bruh. Somebody's getting hurt It's gonna hurt me not to hurt you at a certain point.
Yeah. Yeah, like I ain't got nothing to say. Like that's one of them things somebody tell you that shit, and I'm just gonna sit back and just sit there and just listen. Like there really ain't much you can say.
Not only you certainly have one of my kids, but you potentially have both of them.
And he to take care of.
Oh man. I salute that brother. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfucker be like, oh, you a fucking lame. No, you a fucking lame. If you got anything fucked up to say about that man, you a fucking lame.
So, speaking on lameness and somewhat relationships and shit like that, so I posted this thing in the group. It was from DL Hughley's page. And it said that a woman, she says, a man that takes care of another man's child is weak. There's more women with children out of wedlock than men. Pick the right person the first time.
That's ignorant to say. That's just I feel like that's a singular opinion. I've been in a relationship where a woman has previous kids. Ain't shit I can do about it. I made a choice. What am I gonna do? And what kind of woman will let you be with her and not fuck with the kids?
So that's what I'm saying. So a woman says that, but then women
I
say,
hope it ain't. Hey, look, G, I hope it ain't. Prayers go up that this is all alleged and it's just a stupid ass fucking rumor.
Yeah.
Now, for a woman to say that, I don't know what's wrong with her. I don't know why she would say it make a dude weak. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you date in your environment. And your environment might be a bunch of chicks might be a bunch of single mothers. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of motherfucking doctors are married to nurses. You know what I'm saying? Policemen's married to other policemen. Or they had a housewife or a wife in another industry, but they cheated on that person because of their geography. They always with these people. That's just an asinine opinion as far as I'm concerned. A dude ain't weak because he take care of another man's baby.
Yeah. And HD, if you saying that about the post, they did it for attention, but it's the simple fact that somebody there's probably a woman out there that feel that way.
She a toxic bitch, I'm sorry. And I use the B word. I normally only use the B word if it's justified, but mainly when I'm talking about dudes. It's for everybody to get their arms up in the butts.
So shit, we gotta find a good woman to talk about. We don't talk about two bad women.
Angela Bassett, because man, look, as much as I think about the little dusty foot goddamn Hennessy drinking Black and Mild smokers, I understand that there are women like Viola Davis, Angela Bassett, just general women in the street that handle their business, go to church, they're responsible. If they got kids, they take care of their kids. If they don't got kids, they take care of their sister kids. Like, I feel like it's easy to just be like, oh, man, you ain't shit. There's a lot of queens out there that's doing what they need to do.
I guess that's the thing about the attention seeking, because there's a lot of men that do the same thing, but it's not highlighted. So as far as taking care of their responsibilities, or upholding their end, they're not with the old lady. They're still taking care of the kids, paying child support. They're not paying child support. They paying for the insurance. Like, they're just doing what they got to do.
Like I said, I've always in my adult age, I've known HD is a prime example. I don't know what his relationship is with his baby's mother, but he always is with his son. You know what I'm saying? My man Black. I just remember Black and his son. You know what I'm saying? I've been in situations where there are dudes out here that are taking care of their responsibility. You know what I'm saying? The narrative would be that niggas just go out and make babies and they be with whoever they want to be with. But I see a high number of Black men that are responsible for their creations.
And not only that, just because there's an opportunity missed, or after school activity missed, or maybe one child support payment missed, or one desire not met, that don't make them a bad father. And I think that's another thing, how some men get in the rabbit hole. Instead of,
you picked your baby mama.
They did, but once you get it, you got some of them that the woman.
You know how many baby mamas came from free before 11?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe they was good, but when they broke up, like, there's a lot of men that tell that story. Like, everything was good, but we didn't work out, and now she hold the kid against me.
You're right.
So
we had a circumstance that made us parents. I wanted to move on, and when I wanted to move on, she turned into. It's dudes like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Chick realized that the dude ain't gonna really do what he's supposed to do, be responsible. Yeah, that's real. That's real about Black.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, man, we just got to come together as a society, as a world, man. We can't keep highlighting the.
And what about this, though? That's a real good point, too. You know what I'm saying? We put child support, to me, is just another way to put us in jail.
It is.
If I haven't been paying child support, you're going to lock me up, and I'm still not going to be paying child support. I don't see how one thing fixes the other.
It don't. But if in a situation you got a baby, you not paying child support, but this other man is taking care of your child. But let's say on both sides of the spectrum, he do got enough money, he do got a good job, he take care of your child. Is it fair to him? And then let's say on the other side of the spectrum, if he's not financially as well off, but he's still take care of your child while you just roam the world, is that fair?
I wish we had a woman in here, because these are topics that they need to be heard on as well. You know, I don't want to be one-sided or anything. Part of me says, since child support is a real thing, do your child support. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So my question is, you don't pay child support. I have been asking for your help, and you don't. Okay, so that I agree with. But again, if you go to jail, you still not getting child support.
Yeah, but you getting something in return instead of him just living free.
I get you getting social services. So yeah. There is that.
So my oldest, her father wasn't paying child support, but yet I'm taking care of everything financially. Now that's fair to me. Even though this is my choice, even though it's my choice, but in the sense in my head, it's like, damn, bro, like, do something. Like, regardless, every man gonna be like that. Some men are well off and they're just like, shit, I don't care to do that, don't do nothing. But still in his mind, he's still thinking like, nigga ain't shit.
Oh yeah. No. You will never, if you the dude that's providing for some other dude, you will never forget that shit. But it's also the act of giving. You know what I'm saying? Once you decide to give, you give wholeheartedly and you give without strings attached. what I would say is, since there is a thing, like I don't like child support, I don't like what it does. Like I said, I think it just gets people locked up.
So what's the option?
There is no real option. I believe that a woman needs to be compensated if she is caring for a child by herself. She definitely needs some kind of compensation to help her assist in raising this child.
But so what's the compensation, and how do you get the compensation?
I mean,
so the guy is never penalized?
Like I said, I don't believe in what child support does. I think it's a circle. However, since we have it, I think that women should not wait. I think if you broke up in your goddamn third month, you know what I'm saying, and you know that this dude is your child's father, put him on that paperwork. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like...
You talking about the jail part, though. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, so if he gets put on the paperwork, he doesn't pay child support.
Oh, it should be automatic garnish. It should be automatic garnish.
But it's kind of... So you say automatic garnish.
Automatic garnish. It shouldn't even be up to him. If you are the known father of this child, and you don't want to do what is right by law and by God, then it shouldn't even be up to you.
So what about the dudes, and you've read it, some of them just won't work because of that. So what do you do?
It's a catch-22. It's a rock and a hard place.
But that's what I'm saying. So if they not getting a legal check, you got people that construction workers, they live in the street, they'll sell dope. But how do you if they won't get a regular job with a W-2, if you don't threaten them with jail, what can you threaten them with? Nothing.
I mean, is it working? Is jail working to rectify the situation?
It ain't working, but shit, that damn show ain't gonna help. At least jail, the idea of jail scares some of them.
Yeah. Mr. Opinionated, that's just a dirtbag, and I'm sorry that you're going through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't taking care of his own, but he's taking care of somebody else. That don't even make no fucking sense.
I've heard that before too.
That makes zero sense. So, for my sisters in that situation, like I said, if the dude is out here and he working, do your due diligence and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? I know that y'all gonna do what's right by your children. There's been so many motherfucking successful children out of single parent homes. And it's not fucking fair. And there's something that needs to be done. I just wish I knew what it was.
And then you also got to think, not a large percent. Obviously, it's just like anything else, but the taxes you pay help pay for a man not taking care of his child.
Right. The social services, I get. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. But have the right person in your delivery room, make motherfuckers sign birth certificates, and if they don't, then you got to etch them out of your life. You can't hope they get it right.
But you don't know. You can't trust people like you just said. You might be with somebody 8-9 years and then something click. You got...
I don't think that's the way it happens. I think generally what happens is in the beginning, a motherfucker gets scared. They either got too many kids already, or they don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and that make them deadbeats.
No, no. You got to think, especially because of COVID. A lot of motherfuckers just lost their job and they became deadbeats.
You're right, but them ain't the motherfuckers ducking child support.
Oh yes, they is. Because you got to think about all the relationships.
Those are the people that I'm saying should not be worried about jail. If you lost your job, if you was working and you was doing what's right, and you lost your job, that's different.
I'm talking about the ones that when they lost it, like their relationship ended. Like something in their relationship happened. He either couldn't keep getting a job or he got on drugs real bad. You got people that that's been together, and things like COVID. It wasn't even COVID. When the economy goes down, like economy's bad now, people losing jobs, and they said divorce rate went up. Once the divorce rate, ain't that part of child support? The beginning of child support.
Now this is from a man's point of view, and it's righteous. You gonna read it?
Oh, so some women really make it to where walking away is more peaceful than trying to stay. I mean, that's it. I've known people that did that shit too.
And Misopinionated, tell your friend, even though I thought it was you, I hope the same things for her, man. Like, I hate that she in that situation. I hate that any woman is in a situation where a guy is right down the street not taking care of his kid. That's bullshit. If you don't have no motherfucking money and you don't have no job, what you do have is time.
She said she has a very good job and said, I don't want the welfare system, which I've heard before in their business. She asked him to supply clothes, shoes, and spend time and assist with any sports. Now, I've heard that, and I've been part of that at a younger age, and that person and that dude still ain't want to help.
Like I said, it's just it's no reason outside of death or, terminal illness, mental defect, that you shouldn't do everything you can for your child. You know what I'm saying? And again, I've seen it on both sides. Miss Opinionated's friend is not asking that much. If she's taking care of, she wants some clothes every now and then, and she wants your time, is what it sounds like.
Man, I know a situation where the dude was in the military, and him and the mother worked out an agreement outside of the court. You pay this amount and put him on child support. He didn't pay it. Said on some Mr. Big shit, take it to trial. We'll take it to court. He ended up having to pay more than what she was asking for, and put him on an insurance which she asked for the beginning, and got in trouble with the military. Now the military does act right. They got some kind of power over their people, so it kind of like you said, the garnish of wages is just automatic. But for everybody else that's not dealing with somebody in the military, it's kind of like there ain't too many options.
It's crazy because, like I say, like a woman deals with a lot of shit when she gives birth to a kid. Some women have severe postpartum, and they just not fit. But because you have severe postpartum and you feel like you're not fit, no less makes that child your child. So if you're going to send them off to be with their daddy, guess what? You got to pay child support.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know the right thing to say for the situation where you just got a dirtbag motherfucker running around having babies. You know what I'm saying? I've seen I know a dude with 10 kids, legitimately. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yes. 10 kids. All he is. One job. Okay, he had more than one job. And his wife didn't work. So if that man can make it happen for 10 kids, you should be able to make it happen for one.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even know what your house look like with 10 kids. Cause what does a 12-person house look like?
Well, since we said, now let's go on the other side of the spectrum. What's too much child support?
What's too much child support?
What's too much
yeah, now don't get it twisted. Celebrity is bullshit. First off, if you are in the business of mingling with superstars, you can't really be broke. You know what I'm saying? So because this motherfucker, this man or this woman is worth $100 million, that don't mean you deserve $30 million a year for child support. If he gave you $50,000 a month, which is $600,000 a year, that's still too much fucking money to raise a kid. That's private school. That's best doctors. That's everything. So I would say, what's too much? $25,000 a month should be a max. I don't give a fuck how much.
Oh,
$25,000, and this is for the filthy fucking rich.
That's burning $1,000 a day, right under $1,000 a day, 30 days in a month.
I agree. So it should max out at $25,000. Again, 25 times 12, that's $300,000. It's people raising multiple kids off of $40,000. Them kids ain't dirty. Them people got decent cars. They live in check to check, and they got plenty of headaches. But come the fuck on, Carter.
Let's just say $50,000 a year. $50,000 a year. We'll say $50,000 a year. 3% of each month goes into a trust.
Bruh. You said $50,000 a month?
$50,000 a year for a child. 3% of that each month goes into a trust fund. Because that's the other thing is when these kids hit 18, if they go to college 23, 24,
fuck
they
that.
ain't got that.
18 years, $50,000 a year, 15% go into a trust.
15, we can go 15% going to a trust. But that's what I'm saying. They not doing that. I think if you agree that that's an option, but as far as the courses, we're not seeing the court system do that shit. I had a homeboy who was paying 7 and some change a month for 18 years. $800 a month for 18 years.
For a child,
for a child he saw like twice ever in his life.
And then there's that. If I'm paying child support, I shouldn't have to argue back and forth with you, the police, or a judge about seeing my fucking kid.
That's like remember Eddie Robinson? Was it Eddie Robinson? The basketball player. You played with the Knicks, not Eddie Robinson. Eddie something. Him and his baby mama.
My bad. Go ahead.
He gave his baby mama over $1 million over a course of umpteen years. And the court system said you didn't give her $1. Because he didn't go, he got hit with child support, but he was just giving out his pocket because he played in the NBA.
Right.
Has proof through text messaging and all that, but because it never went through the court system, the business part, they say he didn't give her nothing.
Yeah, don't do me like that. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Again, I really wish we had a woman on here. I mean, I don't think we trashing nobody either way, but I also want perspective. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everybody in the chat, HD, Miss Opinionated. Who else was in there?
Jacqueline was in here for a minute. I don't know if she's still here.
I mean, shit. You can jump in here, man. We got about 5 minutes left. You want to jump in? He said he got a story, but it's too much for him to type.
Who is it?
HD, send him the link. See if he'll jump in. We'll give him a couple minutes.
Where I got it. I got it.
Yeah, just send it to his phone. He said that's similar to the story I had. Like, he must be talking about Buddy. Who'd you say it was? They paid all that money and they said he ain't do shit?
Andy something. He used to play for the Knicks. Oh, shit.
He wasn't shit either. They thought he was going to be the shit. Goddamn, my back hurt.
Yeah, I got to find the name. Eddie.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Old sleepy-eyed 6'10".
Yeah. It looked like him and Hennessy now. Eddie Curry, I think.
Eddie Curry. I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah. Eddie Curry. I don't know why I say Eddie Robinson. Eddie Robinson was the coach.
Eddie Robinson, old ass, got kids out there?
Probably do.
He probably do. I said Martin Luther King had kids out there.
Child support. I'm trying to.
Yeah, get HD real quick.
I'll send it to him. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so former NBA player Eddie Curry paid $1 million in child support. When the child turned 18, the mother took him to court claiming she never received any money. Curry sent money directly to the mom and not to the state, so it was considered a gift. And he owed another $1 million in back child support.
Kiss my... I can't even get it out of my mouth. Kiss my ass, you greedy heifer. Because somebody told her, somebody put her up on that game.
Yeah. And accepted the money like it wasn't nothing every month too. So what did I say? That came out to $55,000 a year.
$55,000. He basically gave her a job.
Or damn.
It came out to $55,000 a year over 18 years. Which I said $55,000 for 18 years.
What it do,
If you
G?
take the $1 million divided by 8.
Trying to get in this driveway, make sure I ain't got no grits on my. I'm leaving Waffle House.
Crip, what's going on, Crip?
What?
So you
What
said
up,
you
Crip,
had a
man?
partner in a similar situation?
Yeah. So look, I got a partner, man. The man got 11 kids now. One says 11, right? But his first one, he said he was living in Tennessee and moved to South Carolina. And he said after he moved, the girl that he had been dealing with, I guess contacted his mama or something. Somehow or another, his mama told him, say, man, you got a child here. You need to check on it. So he said he contacted the girl and was like, hey, do I got a kid? You pregnant by me? She's like, no, it's somebody else, baby. So he like, cool. He said she contacted him one day when the girl was like 14 years old and was like, you ready to take care of your responsibilities? And he's like, huh? She's like, yeah, you got a child. So they go through the court system. They do the DNA test. Sure enough, the daughter that she said wasn't his is his. Now the court go and charge him. I think he said it was like $490 per month. It's like $490 times 12 times 14 back pay. Then he still got to stay current with everything else after that. The man said he done got locked up a couple times and all, just, he ended up having other kids and he was trying to get, he said when the girl got 18, he went to the state, him and the girl mama went to the state, was like, hey, we want to take him off child support. The state like, nah, shoot, you owe us money. Like you done got all this housing, you done got all these ABC vouchers, you owe us money. Ain't no taking him off nothing. I said, oh.
It's not. And again, if you made a kid, you whatever come with it, up, down, good, bad, red, blue, whatever the fuck, you supposed to do something to take care of them.
Right.
There's been wild situations like it was a dude in Michigan somewhere. It might have been Detroit, but definitely in the state of Michigan. Paid child support for 16 years. Found out it was not. DNA test, it was not his. They kept him on the hook for still the next 2 to 4 years, whatever it was, however old the girl was.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
It's a crazy game.
They had a guy. Yeah, they had a guy. The lady had a baby. He signed the birth certificate. A couple years later, they not together no more, and he is on the hook until she 18, and it wasn't his.
Like shit like that can't stand, man.
But if he wanted custody, he had to have way more in order than just a name on that birth certificate.
Exactly.
That's the crazy part.
Like I said, I'm not here to bash no woman that's out here doing the right thing. Like I said, a dirtbag is a fucking dirtbag. Because if you ain't got money, you ain't got no job, you got time. So you got to give one of them. You got to give time or money.
But honestly, I mean, money is important, but ain't nothing like the time, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't care how much money you're spending. If you ain't put no time in it, you wasting your money. I mean, not really, because you know the child, but if they ain't got no real good interactions, bro, you wasting your time.
Helping your son or daughter with their homework is priceless. Getting them through bullying or speech impediment or whatever challenges that you have with raising kids,
just life,
is priceless.
But I know I spend. I don't spend nothing crazy on my son, but I spend a decent amount on him. And aside from it being toys, he don't really care nothing about the value of nothing I spend.
Exactly.
But when we have conversations, the time spent, that be the stuff that he circle back and we'll be riding. He might just lean over and give me a hug, just because we kicking it. We done something different. It don't like the toy don't really get the hugs. It's the interaction and stuff that really get the hugs and the love and the dad, you the best dad, and that kind of stuff. Like it's that kind of stuff. The
toy is the conduit. When he can't get to you,
right?
You know what I'm saying? The toy will suffice.
But okay, so this is gonna be a crazy one. Me and my brother talked about it on our cousin's podcast before we go out real quick. So what if the dude not taking care of the child, not too much in the child's life, not spending that time, but then of course he starts another family, he's spending time. Then he dies. So what does that funeral scene look like when that child was trying to get to know their dad, but the other kids never knew him? Yeah, we talked about that on the other platform.
Right. What if he just needed a kidney to not die, and he was a match?
Yeah.
That's a painful situation. That's a real. I saw somebody have that happen where their dad basically did that. They moved out, got married, and between the dad just being who he was and the wife, however another, he wasn't in the son's life. When the dad passed away, the new wife kept it away from the son. And anybody who would know, the man didn't find out his dad passed away until like a month after the funeral.
Mm.
And that was a rough one. Like, he didn't really get a chance to. It was times where they but it was always him coming over and just giving him some money and leaving. It never really was. And I mean that was a rare occurrence. But most times it was just getting some money and leaving. Versus actually like interacting.
What if it's their first time meeting at the funeral? Like the kids meeting at the funeral. Like my brother said, bro, you can't expect to be in the will. You can't expect to get to say something, give a part of the eulogy.
I see it both ways now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The kids didn't do anything because their daddy was over here splitting dicks. You know what I'm saying? However, the funeral is the wrong day. You come to the funeral, you be sad, let people wonder who the fuck you are, you go about your business. Couple months later, couple weeks later, whatever, hey man, I need to talk to you. Yeah, I saw you at the funeral, man. What's your name? I just want to let you know, man, that's my father.
Well, that conversation happened at the repast, no later.
Bro,
exactly.
I don't know why. Like, why?
That's the latest they're gonna have that conversation.
It's so sad. I mean, and I know that's a very mature motherfucking way to try to have it happen, try to navigate it.
Right.
But at the funeral, man, everything too raw, man.
Yeah, because
everything too raw.
Family fall out at funerals anyways.
Death is the final. So that's the final chance they're going to be able to say something. So I know me and my brother want some shit. If you want to come here, you're going to catch his hands. But there's some people willing to catch the hands just to say something. And they're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think if nothing else, that conversation most likely happens before the wake or around and that, like, somebody reaches out to somebody at least before the wake and all and say, hey, that's my dad too.
Right.
And that, to me, that's a respectable time. After the funeral, that I get it too, but it's like you end up in your own way having to grieve by yourself. Whereas
You still gonna catch the hands. You gonna get this bush or this slap too.
But I mean, feel me on this one. So say my dad was a Rolling Stone, right? And he got a new family. They don't know about me. I don't know about them, kind of thing. And when the funeral happened, like, yeah, like I would want to reach out to them and be like, because it ain't, y'all didn't do nothing. Yeah, it ain't no beef with y'all, but this funeral in its own way is bringing together family. Like we brothers and sisters, you know. So shit, we should be able to grieve and to bond during this situation. If I come to my dad's funeral and you want to fight me because it's my dad's funeral,
right?
God,
like I said, that's the mature response, man. But for me, especially if like we grown now, we ain't 15, 17 years old. We
right.
Like it's like you. If your daddy is alive and your mama didn't do no fuck shit like bury the memory of your father, you had the opportunity to come holler at me, man.
That's real.
So at the funeral, if I'm fucked up and I say I can't do this right now, I need you to walk away.
Yeah, but now you right in your personal perspective of it, but that person is also in the same boat as you because that's their father too. Like if it was some like mistress types where she want to pull up and say, "Hey, I was in love with your daddy," like, yeah, you can shut up.
Yeah.
You can shut up. But like I think like family, like if it's a distant relative that you know, sometimes like it'd be like to honor somebody in the family that know the daddy whereabouts and the mama ain't told it. You see what I'm saying? And they find out, like, well, you know, your daddy just passed away. And they're like, oh, you know, and they introduce you on something like that. I still understand for it to be in a sticky moment. But in my mind, I'd be more receptive to him because it's like, shoot, you know, this could be, in my mind, this is the life that comes after his death. It's like this new life, this whole new beginning with a new family member, and we can share different memories or different things that we, you know, and we might be tight as hell. But now if you get to arguing and we get to talking about who getting what and all, yeah, I'm good.
He told me I could have that lamp.
You know, that's just, man, that's the sad part about funerals.
I got one more thing. Normally I would wrap this up, but I just thought about it and I felt some kind of way when I seen it. There was a viral video that went around maybe a couple years ago. It might have been 3, 4, 5 years now, where this dude and his current wife is arguing. Like, dude pays child support, but I guess his baby mother asked him to buy some shoes for the kid. And his current wife is like, you'll get the fuck out of my house before I let you buy some shoes. You already paid child support.
Yeah, I get out the house. I'm out of there.
You can't tell me what to do for my kid.
I'm out of there. Listen. Look. I done lost 1 or 2 about Junior.
Okay.
Just because they done opened their mouth and said the wrong thing. I did tell one, like, I'm talking about we on the way to Georgia, to her house in Georgia. I'm talking about maybe about 5 miles away from her house. And she want to bring up, well, you know, it's funny how, I told her straightforward, hey, listen, well, if you ain't trying to give me no tips or nothing to help, like, it ain't no need for you to comment nothing about my son or how I'm raising him.
There you go.
Don't worry about none of that. You ain't. I ain't asking you to, so just shut up. And to this day, I talked to her maybe about 3 months ago, and she brought that up.
Hey, bro, look, that little statement right there is funny how.
Oh yeah.
As soon as you get to, it's funny how, you know, the Doberman ears, the motherfuckers go, once they go up, cause I better hear something favorable.
Hey, right.
It better be funny, however the fuck.
Right, it better be funny. You know, I just think it's funny how Chris Rock got on stage. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm with you. But if you think it's funny how I did something, it's gonna be more hilarious how I respond to it.
Okay. Okay.
Because hey, I might love you, but if you, especially just about my son, I just don't. I don't. Like, bro. I literally had a girl tell me like she was upset because she wanted the same kind of love that I give my son, and I'm like, do you realize like that's impossible? Like
I
that,
can't
like,
give it to you.
right? I got love for you, like but that's my son. Like that's a whole different bond. I look at him different. I perceive him different because that's part of me. Like I get that you technically from my rib, but like you be here today and gone like a McRib.
You always gonna be my son.
He always gonna be my son. And I that just boggled me. But hey, I wish I could love people that way. I mean, I do love people that way, but it's just
The fact that she asked the way she did, there's nothing you can do for that.
Right.
That comes from a place of hurt, and it's nothing you can do with it.
Yeah, you really gotta at that point if you asking me that, I feel like you need to evaluate what you're doing, because part of what Junior does is why I love him that much. The way me and him interact, the bond we have. So if I'm not loving you that way, then we need to work on our bond. If you want it that strong, that's
What'd she say, Carolina?
I come from a different place. Some mothers do that to piss the other women off. I had to tell one of my friends, girl, you get money from two sources. Now you being funny.
Okay.
Rock.
Man, look, this is a conversation, of course, especially in our community, that could go on till tomorrow, man. We ain't gonna solve it, and we ain't gonna say enough about it.
Yeah,
however,
we'll have it again with a woman's perspective. Go ahead.
Yeah, we need to bring a woman in and at least get that perspective, man. But this has been a dope show. Thank you, HD, for dropping in. He go by many names, man. He jack of all trades, all that other type shit, man. We gonna give you a last call since you popped in here, man. Motivational, business, whatever you want to talk about, man. Give it to the people.
Last call. Man, last call. Check out Woodworks by Joseph on Facebook. WODWORKS by GOSEPH. Check that out. I got a lot of cool stuff, cutting boards, different things I'm building, posting. Even bigger than that, me and the fellas from the podcast, we working on some cool stuff to get done in the community. We got a business networking group that we put a lot of energy behind.
Absolutely.
Put together a lot of events, just trying to bring young Black entrepreneurs together to do a lot of dope stuff within each other and outside the community. So stay tuned for that. You should see me back on here at some point in time. They dropped the podcast from last weekend from the event. It was real dope. Turned out real nice. So check that out. As always, salute to y'all fellas, man. Keep doing what y'all doing. I love it. It's a great thing. It's a dope thing. Keep building. I got y'all back. Ben had your back. Gonna continue to have your back. So
indeed, wouldn't have it no other way. Appreciate you. What you got for the people, Carolina?
Empathy. We didn't touch on it. The shooting in Nashville at the Convent School, private Catholic school. This is one of those stories that was heartfelt, but we saw something that we haven't seen in the other ones that shows there's change coming. The cops that acted so quickly, I think they said they acted faster than the response time given. I think the response time was 14 minutes and they acted in 10 minutes or vice versa. I can't remember exactly. If you look it up, the cops entered the school to save those kids with a purpose. Salute to those cops. I know there's 2 cops that they mainly show, but in the video, there was more than 2 cops that responded. The fact that they responded so quickly is the only positive that came out of the situation. There was some local people in the neighborhood that saw it going down that were helping the teachers and the kids go across the street. I can only imagine. I see a teacher dragging kids, conducting them to get across the street from a shooting that's going on. I just pull up like that shit is mind blowing. Or me being the neighbor that somebody knocks on my door saying, can can these kids stay here because there's a shooting? Like, that shit is mind-boggling. But to the police department, the 2 cops, I did post their picture on my Instagram. Let me look at it just to give their names, to give them kudos for what they did. I'm sorry, work with me. I didn't know I was going to say this.
Always.
Shoot.
It's from the heart, man. We need more of that.
Ryan Engelbert and Michael Colazzo. So I said that wrong. Rex Engelbert, Engelbe.
Yeah, Engelbert.
Yeah, and Michael Colazzo, who are the national officers who took down the Convent school. Like, the fact that they acted so fast to save those kids. Granted, it was death, but they acted fast. And of anything positive of that situation, it was the fact that they acted. I know in Texas, everybody was mad about how slow the police acted. I know me and my pop got into about how slow the cops acted. But in this situation, the cops, the neighborhood, everybody came together and reacted quickly to save as many kids as possible. So empathy. Not for the shooter. Like somebody said, if you're not feeling well, you don't want to be on this earth, you ain't got to take nobody with you. Nobody's asking you to ride.
There you go.
So you can go by yourself. You can take that road by yourself, because when you die, you don't get judged by yourself. To whatever person you higher power, they are going to judge you. But to save these kids, I know they're traumatized for the rest of their life, but the empathy for those kids of what they went through, and to the adults that helped save these kids, man, nothing but kudos and, slow but quick healing mentally.
Hey, there you go, man. That's a real solid word right there, man. There's way too many school shootings that go on. It's bullshit. I mean, you can't be fast enough if there is loss of life. But like I said, cops should not be allowed to utter the words that I'm scared once they get through with their training. That's bullshit. You ain't scared of shit no more. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. That's another conversation. I appreciate, HD for jumping in. I appreciate my brother for having words. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. It would have been easy for us to come on here with the story of the Andrew Wiggins shit and be like, oh, he a lame ass, simp ass nigga. He should have did this. He should have did that. What we know in the world is we don't fucking know. Everybody tough as hell till they get punched in the mouth.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So to say what you would do, put yourself in other people's situations sometimes. Wear their shoes. And if you can't wear their shoes, shut the fuck up. That's the best thing you could do. But love the people who love you back always, man. This is the Bottom of the Bottle podcast. I'm Jay Walking the Third. That's my brother Carolina Third 803. Special shout out to HD Visuals. Hey man, look, like, share, subscribe every Wednesday, the weekends. We'll figure it out. Y'all figure it out too, man. But if you sign up for those notifications, you'll know what's going on. Outside of that, man, until the next time, y'all be easy, man.
Be easy.
Yeah, man, we gone.